Hi, it's Nikki Haley. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I want to thank everyone for coming out to Caucus. It's so important. You know, as we look in the country, we see a country in disarray. We see the world on fire. We've got to get a lot of things done. I was a governor that took a double-digit unemployment state and turned it into an economic powerhouse. We had 11% unemployment. We got it down to 4%. We announced jobs in every county in the state. We cut taxes. We paid down our debt. We built up our coffers. We passed voter ID. We passed the toughest illegal immigration law in the country. President Obama sued us over it, and we won. Everything that we did in South Carolina made us better, made us stronger, and made government smaller. Then I went to the United Nations and I told countries what America was for and what America was against. I didn't care if they didn't like me, but I wanted them to respect America. When I look at the economy, the wasteful spending by Republicans and Democrats is out of control. We're $34 trillion in debt. You look at a border that's out of control. There's no limitations whatsoever. And you look at the fact that we have lawlessness in our cities and wars around the world. We can do better. But in order to do better, we've got to acknowledge some hard truths. I voted for Donald Trump twice. I was proud to serve America in his administration. But the truth is, chaos follows him. And you look at the situation, we lost in 2018, we lost in 2020, we lost in 2022. We can't keep losing elections. So we have to have someone who can win a primary that can win a general election. Look at any of the general election polls. He's down by 5, he's down by 7. I defeat Joe Biden by 18 points. You win with that size, that's winning House, that's Senate, that's governorships. But more importantly, you go in to DC with a mandate to stop the wasteful spending and get our economy back on track, to get our kids reading again and go back to the basics in education, to secure our borders. No more questions, no more excuses. To put law and order back in our cities and to have a strong America that prevents wars that we can all be proud of. That's the goal of what we want. But we have to have someone who can win. We will have a female president of the United States. It will either be Kamala Harris or it will be me. If Donald Trump is the nominee, we will lose this general election. Let's do more. Our country needs to get back to normal. Under Joe Biden, it's not normal to have illegal immigrants crossing the border and no one stopped them. It's not normal to focus more on gender pronouns than you are on reading and math. It's not normal to have these wars around the world. Then you look under Donald Trump. It's not normal to criticize the military. It's not normal to spend $50 million of your campaign contributions on personal court cases. It's not normal to side with Putin over allies who stood with us after 9/11. None of that is normal. And now's the time to think of our kids. Our kids deserve to know what normal feels like. They've been through a lot. They went through COVID. They're now worried about getting a job or buying a home or how they're going to pay bills or what this government debt means. They're fearful of wars. Let's stop with the chaos. Can you imagine a country where we can sit down at the dinner table and not have political fights? Can you imagine working at a job and saying your piece and not worry about being demoted? Can you imagine a country that doesn't hate each other? Right now we have Joe Biden calling Donald Trump supporters fascists. We have Donald Trump calling Joe Biden supporters vermin. Why don't we get back to where we look at each other as Americans? We can strongly disagree, but we can do this in a way that moves America forward. Now is our chance to do it. But to do it, we have to acknowledge that 70% of Americans don't want a Trump-Biden rematch. 60% of Americans think Joe Biden's too old and Donald Trump's too old. Let's fix that by having a new generational conservative leader who can serve 8 years, day and night, doing the hard work, no drama, no vendettas, just getting the job done for the American people. I know we can do this. I know that America's best days are still in front of us, but we need your help to do it. So I humbly ask for your support, and I ask for you to pray for our country. Because if we do this right, we can once again value life. We can once again protect our Second Amendment rights. We can once again go back to freedom, to where government stays out of our way and we live the way we want to live, and our kids know they can be anything they want to be without anyone getting in the way. We can do this because America knows how to self-correct, and now is the time to self-correct. I look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.